Kia ora koutou everyone. I am going to be helping my daughter out with changing her notes, and she's let me show you her budget binder. And while I do it, I thought we'd just have a chat about why I decided to pay my daughter an allowance and how I'm making it work. So first up, I am gonna pour this out and it'll be loud. I'll mute it. Right, I'm simply using this as my bank. I'm going to be changing down this note and these into smaller amounts. I had a talk to my daughter because she's doing financial literacy at school and it's all digital. They are building pretend budgets, and every time they go to the class they get some wages, but they're not actually handling real money. And I thought this would be good extension on her learning and just good life skills to start her now. But my difficulty is I'm on a really tight low income and I don't have the ability to make another budget line. Every dollar I've got is budgeted for, until I came across a woman called Gail Vaz Oxley. If you're Canadian, you might know this woman. She was on TV and did a series around budgeting with envelopes and budget binders. And I thought what she said made a lot of sense in terms of kids' allowances. So an allowance isn't in return for chores, although I am happy to pay my daughter to do chores. She just historically hasn't been that motivated by money, but that might change as she does this. So this is money that I've taken out of my budget that I would already spend on her, but I'm essentially not making the decisions myself. I'm giving it to her and allowing her to make the decisions about what she wants to spend it on. As part of this exercise, I got her to write a list of all the things that she would buy if she had money, all the things that she would like to buy. And I mean, the first list, she's crossed it out because I said go wild, you know, go nuts. It's okay to dream. And to be honest, this goes across the board. The difference between a dream and reality, the bridge there, is making a plan. So I'm asking her to have some dreams and make a plan about how that's gonna come into effect. She's got on here things like she wants a duck, she wants wild ducks and a pond and turtles and fish and birds and beehives, which was really interesting. And she wants to go to Thailand and Paris, and she wants a mobile home and an orchard. Look, I encourage you to do this with your children because I think it gives you insight into, you know, I didn't know she wanted all of these things. It was quite revealing and we had an interesting discussion about it. She had another go and another go, and in the end she got a list of stuff and I got her to use highlighters and kind of group these items. And that gave us 4 envelopes. So she's got self-care, she's got gifts, experiences, and savings. Now, while I want to give her the agency to make decisions about her own money, I am putting one rule on this, and that is she needs to save at least 10% of what I give her. And I give her $13 because she's 13. As I said, she could earn more if she wanted to. She would just need to do some chores and I would pay for those. But at the moment, this is a learning experience about the value of money, how far money goes, and how cool it is to save for things. You know, it's that delayed gratification stuff. I wish that my parents had done this with me. So what she has decided is that she wants to put 10% into her savings, which is $1.30, and then she wants to spread everything equally over the remaining 3 envelopes, which means I've got to do 390, 390. So it's 3 envelopes of $3.90, and then the last envelope is going to be $1.30. So just like that, she has spent her money. And I'm just going to pop this back in. So I'm really excited to see how seeing her money grow makes her feel. And I'm also interested to see how her idea, oh, that's giving her too much, how this changes over time. You know, maybe she'll find something she particularly wants and she won't want to spread things evenly. But at the moment, the experiment is to sit back a little bit, not tell her how to spend her money, and see how she goes. So she'll be 14 at the end of the year, and her allowance will go up to $14. And I keep making available the idea that she could get pocket money for doing chores, but at the moment, you know, like just getting her to do basic chores is tough enough. She's going through that neural pruning stage where she just wants to sleep all the time and has heavy homework obligations and goes between 2 houses. So just as a learning experiment, I want this to be separate from expectations around who she is at home. And I'm not saying that I don't have those. You know, they're very much there and we're working on them, but this is about building financial literacy. And this was never really done with me by my own parents, but I watched my grandparents using a coffee jar. Well, my grandmother used a coffee jar, and my grandfather would save his change on the top of his Scotch chest, and that would be his money for betting and beer. Betting and beer. Yeah, how Kiwi is that? Anyway, I hope that's given you food for thought, and let me know below what you do for kids' allowances, or if you've not done allowances, whether this sort of makes sense to you and you might want to give it a go. I hope you have a wonderful day. I appreciate you being here. Kia ora.